Alberta's Federation of Labour and LGBTQ+ advocates are raising concerns that the province could invoke the notwithstanding clause again, this time affecting trans youth. The province will introduce a bill aimed at protecting Alberta children sometime this week. Critics warn it will target the most vulnerable. Tyson Fedor reports.
A very small rally of Labour and trans right advocates were on the front steps of the Alberta legislature Monday. They say the province is set to invoke the notwithstanding clause against some of the province's most vulnerable youth.
If they're going to use the notwithstanding clause to strip rights from workers, if they're going to use it to strip rights from vulnerable trans youth, who's next?
The notwithstanding clause allows governments to pass legislation that could violate certain charter rights, as the province has recently done in forcing teachers off the picket line and back to work. Those in attendance fear that trans youth will be impacted most.
It makes me and so many other people that I know lose hope in our government and frankly our society and a lot of people.
They are systemic and they are calculated. They know who to attack and they are coming for us.
The province is introducing Bill 9 sometime this week. It's called the Protecting Alberta's Children Statutes Amendment Act. However, its contents have not been made public.
If and when we do use it, it is not taken lightly. We contemplate every single scenario, every single option, and I think that we've used it extremely sparingly.
Having sipped from the notwithstanding clause, they're going to use it again and again and again and again. And they were planning on using it, we understand, against vulnerable children next. This is cowardly.
According to an internal government memo leaked to the Canadian press in September, the notwithstanding clause is expected to be used in legislation that bans hormone therapy for those under 16, requires parental consent for pronoun changes at school, and blocks trans athletes over 12 years old from competing in female amateur sport. One constitutional law expert says the clause was originally intended to be used in emergency cases.
If governments can, at any opportunity, do whatever they want to take away individual rights of Canadians, then it ultimately makes the charter very, almost worthless, very weakened.
And Tyson joins us now. Tyson, public health advocacy groups are also sounding the alarm about the clause's potential use.
Tara, Friends of Medicare say its biggest concern is surrounding last year's Bill 26 that it believes restricts access to gender-affirming care and calls it anti-trans legislation. Now, the Friends of Medicare says that if the government plans to use the notwithstanding clause again, that it would be an extreme measure and that law would stand up against any court challenge. Now, as of 2021, Statistics Canada says that it counted around 12,000 Albertans that identify as transgender. Tara?
Okay, Tyson, thank you.